Hi, everybody. Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. The Bulls have not only put together a nice winning streak, they're starting to play at a much higher level, and they've energized their entire campus. Now the question is, will they be able to handle everybody on campus, patting them on the back, telling them how good they are, and telling them how they expect a big win in this one? We've done all we can do here. Time to tee it up. Let's send it out to Brad and Kirk for the call. David and I will be with you at halftime.
San Antonio, the home of Riverwalk and the home of the Roadrunners of UTSA. It's time for the coin toss now, presented by Coke Zero. Real Coke taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything. The kickers got the ball set up, and we're ready to get this thing started. It's fielded at the 2. He's to the 20, and he's taken down at the 23. So let's see what the offense can do as they come out onto the field. And he's taken down around the 32-yard line.
That makes it 2nd and 2.
It's 2nd and 2. Ball on the 32-yard line. Can't wrap him up. Decent run here, right side.
It's a nice read by the quarterback to keep the ball and pick up some yardage.
Looking for the corner. He's at midfield. Inside the 30. Tackle made around the 19-yard line. That was a huge lift.
Brad, you're right. A run like that can really get the momentum rolling.
First and 10. Ball on the 19. The 10. Touchdown, Roadrunners. UTSA with a 6-point lead. And he converts the extra point. Nickel looks ready to kick this one off. He'll take it from the 2. He's to the 20. He's tackled at the 26. You know, Herbie, for an offensive coordinator, he's got to love this kid. Ellison's decision-making abilities make him very effective against any defense he's ever played, really.
Well, defenses have to put pressure on him and not let him get comfortable. If you allow him to scan the field, he'll simply pick you apart. If you can disrupt his rhythm, it'll give you a chance at least shutting him down.
Going long. And he got it to the sophomore. Touchdown! Ford's looking to get in the record books in this one. He's a very special player, and he really deserves all the praise and awards he could get. Big game for this guy. They'll line up for the extra point in an attempt to tie the game. He makes the PAT. kick this one away. Excellent kick. He's to the 20. Across the 30. And down he goes at the 32-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense. Still first down.
Every drive's important in a tie game. I look for both sides to come out with some urgency. Brought down at the 43. He caught some key blocks and was able to turn it into a 10-yard gain.
That'll make it second and inches.
It's second down, and they're about the length of the football from the first down marker. Another run. Nice run there as they work the outside. He's at the 30, and down he goes around the 25-yard line. From the 25-yard line, first down. Gets it out quickly. He's taken down around the 11-yard line.
This is why it's so important to have success in running the football. It forces a defense to prepare for it, and then that creates chances on play action. They executed that one perfectly.
First and 10. Ball on the 11-yard line. So an empty backfield with 5 wide receivers. They'll bring him down around the 10-yard line. The Roadrunners have one of the most dangerous offensive weapons in the entire country under center today. This kid is really fun to watch. He's fun to watch unless you're a defensive coordinator. One thing's for sure, it's going to be a great chess match between the offensive and defensive coordinators today. Takes it right and brought down right away. Just nowhere for the ball carrier to go as the linebacker met him in the backfield.
Boy, what great play recognition by this linebacker. He saw the run was coming, and he just shot through the gap and made a great tackle.
From the 10-yard line, third down. Here's a screen pass, gets it to the back. Touchdown, Roadrunners. He splits the uprights with the extra point. UTSA ready to kick this one off. It's fielded at the 2. He's taken down at the 30.
Boy, this is turning into a shootout here. Now, remember, the last time we saw this offense out in the field, they answered the bell and scored a touchdown. Can they do that now a second time?
You never like to have to play from behind, but a deficit this manageable shouldn't be in the front of their minds. They just need to go out there and play. And he tackles him hard at the 48-yard line.
Not a safe pass at all. Really tight coverage and not a lot of room. Credit the receiver with going after that one and hanging on.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 48-yard line. Haas picks him up 6 yards with a catch.
Good for a gain of 6 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
Open field. He's tackled at the 33.
He showed some excellent moves out there, more than you usually expect from a tight end. That was a big gain, and this offense keeps humming along.
From the 33-yard line, first down. Quarterback all by himself in the backfield with 5 wideouts. And he's tackled around the 17-yard line.
Hold on the tackle at the 17-yard line. That makes it 1st and 10.
Zips it to the back.
It's all about chipping away at the defense. Even short yardage completions can have a way of building a quarterback's confidence.
2nd and 8. Ball on the 15-yard line. Fires it out. Tackle at the 14-yard line. So it's complete, but they didn't get much there.
And that's because the defense was just waiting on it, and they attacked. The quarterback should have found somebody else downfield.
Here's the throw, and I don't think he got anything on that.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
In a game like football, if you
Automatic
keep
first
giving
down.
away opportunities like this, I guarantee you they'll come back to haunt you sooner rather than later.
1st and goal from the 5, and looking to cap this off with a touchdown. And he's in there. Touchdown. Here comes the kicker to try to tie this game up. And he adds the extra point. Morton gets set to kick this one away.
Martin back deep to return.
He's to the 20. Well, it's early in this game right now, and you've got to wonder, can they keep this kind of pace up score-wise?
I know it's almost tick for tack at this point, but eventually I think these defenses will settle down and this will become a more competitive game.
They ran the ball very well on their last drive, and it resulted in 6. Now he's scrambling. And they make the stop right around the 26-yard line. Goodman gets about 4 yards on the play.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. Ball on their own 26. A quarterback in the gun with 5 receivers. And he carries the ball for a nice gain.
That's a gain of 5 on the play. That'll make it 3rd and 1.
Throws it out right to the running back. He's at midfield.
That was more than enough to pick up the first down. Next time, this defense will be playing on their heels.
From the 41-yard line, it's first down. complete. He's got space to work. He's out of bounds at the 25.
I'm really liking what I see from this guy. He's not afraid to go to the air on any down.
We've played one quarter. We're deadlocked right now at 14. And we're back for more action here in quarter number 2. He can run. He'll take it all the way for the touchdown. UTSA up 6. And he hits the PAT. So that's a 5-play, 79-yard drive. And they come away with a touchdown.
Brad, I thought the offense did a really nice job of mixing up the play calling on that drive. I thought the defense was on its heels most of the drive because of the versatility of the offense.
He's to the 20. He's out to the 30. And he's tackled at the 32. Momentum swings have been fairly even. And with so little separation, this game can be drastically changed on just 1 or 2 plays. Give to the running back, and he's going to lose yardage.
Well, the defensive line got such a good push up front that there was no one on the offense to account for the linebacker. And he got through almost untouched.
Second down and 12. Ball on the 30. And a quick throw. And he's taken down at the 42.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So the offense will move a little bit closer with that penalty. From the 43-yard line, first down. Makes it out to about the 20.
That's a D23 on the play. That makes it first and 10.
Watch 35. Watch 35. All day, every day.
That's a great tackle at the 23-yard line.
Loss of 3 on the play. That makes it second and 14.
They come up to the line here. It's second down and 14 after the sack. Pulls it in and stopped in his tracks with that tackle. Nothing going on that play.
Well, here I think the quarterback needs to be a little bit more patient in the pocket. That way he can allow his receivers to get downfield a little bit before he throws it.
Catch there before he stepped out of bounds.
That makes it first and goal.
First and goal, and if they can execute, we'll be all tied up. Watch out for a pass play when you're in a goal line D. Tackle made at the 1-yard line.
That brings up second and goal.
And this is the 8th play of the drive. They'll knock him down for a loss. It's 3rd and goal, and they're about 4 yards out. Scrambling around. Decides to take it himself, and he's got it. Touchdown. The extra point to tie this game up. And he tacks on the extra point. An 8-play, 55-yard drive. And a touchdown's the result. 21-21 ball game. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. He's to the 20. And he makes it out to about the 24-yard line.
This is my kind of game. We're getting a chance to see so many touchdowns. I just wonder if this offense can continue the flow that we've seen from the previous 3 series.
They've been like a couple of fighters feeling each other out so far. Let's see if they start to open it up a little bit more now. They'll wrestle him down in the backfield. Nothing there on the keeper.
That'll bring up 2nd and 11.
We've got a 2nd and 11. Ball on their own 24. They'll give it off here, and he's level at the 22.
That's a loss of 2 yards on the play. That brings up 3rd and 12.
Check 83, check 26, check 26.
Looking for his man, incomplete.
Accuracy is such a vital part of being a quarterback. You've got to have an ability to lay the ball right into your guys' hands.
Hall is the punter. He's tackled at the 47-yard line. They got into the end zone last time. Let's see if they can match that on this possession.
Well, it's one thing to have speed. It's another thing to have an idea of what you're doing and how to attack a defense. And right now, these wide receivers clearly have done an outstanding job in being able to make their reads and getting out of their breaks, and the quarterback put the ball right on the money.
So the sack makes this a 2nd and long. There are 5 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Throws into coverage, just picked off. He's at the 40. Brought down at the 39-yard line. Yet another interception, and he moves closer to the school single-season record.
It's fun to watch this guy read the quarterback's eyes. He knows their routes as well as they do, and that's why he makes all these plays.
From the 39-yard line. First down. The cavalry's coming. And down he goes at the 34-yard line.
Gain of 5 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're about 4 yards away here on second down. It's the tailback. He's at the 20. Inside the 10. And a huge touchdown play. And once again, he finds the end zone. That's his second rushing touchdown of the game.
That was just an excellent individual effort to find the end zone.
And he converts the extra point. A short 2-play, 40-yard drive. And the result, 7 points. So our score, 28-21. Nickel ready to kick. He really got a hold of that kick. He's to the 20. They'll bring him down at the 23.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense. Still first down.
The quarterback comes back on the field, and I'm sure he's hoping to make up for that interception on the last drive.
The last possession didn't go in the favor for this offense. I'd expect to see them come out and be a little bit more conservative with some safe play calling in order to avoid another bad result.
He sails it long. He's taken down right around the 22-yard line. And for Ford, his receiving numbers keep getting more and more gaudy.
Over the course of an entire year, you're going to take some shots when you catch as many passes as he does. But he's always been able to bounce back for more yards.
So the big gain resulting from the pass play leaves us with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be sacked for a loss.
That was a loss of 11 yards on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 9.
Gets it out quickly. He's tackled around the 18-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 15 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6 to go. Ball on the 18-yard line. Finds the man. Touchdown. Here's the PAT to tie this thing up. He splits the uprights with the extra point. A 4-play, 62-yard drive. And they get it in for 7. And a 28-28 tie. Morton has the ball set, and he looks ready to kick this one deep. He's to the 20. He's taken down at the 26-yard line. This is the point in the game where you don't want to make any mistakes that give the other guys a reason to feel more confident going into halftime. And he tackles him hard at the 39.
There you go. Good read by the quarterback to give the offense a new set of downs. If the defense wants to line up in man, work that slant route until they stop it.
From their own 39-yard line, it's first down. He's scrambling. Decides to slide. And they picked up 4 yards on the scramble. The Roadrunners use their second timeout. He gets rid of this one. We've got a 3rd and 6 here. Ball on their own 43. Throws complete, and he's hit right away. The Bulls taking their first time out of the half. Makes the catch, but just not enough for the first.
Yeah, they're going to come up a little bit short here. Nice job by the defense of preventing this completion from turning into a first down.
Myers awaiting the return. Myers takes it at the 21, brought down at the 24-yard line. You always want to go in the locker room with momentum, so as we get closer to halftime, I think we'll see more and more attempts to create big plays. Throws it deep. Great coverage, and it's intercepted. And they make the stop at about the 31. We've played a half. Tie ball game here. We're all knotted at 28. Well, we welcome you back to the action. Just about set to start the second half in a tie ball game. Sends it sailing downfield. He's to the 20. Tackle at the 34. I think it says something about the quality of the preparation of both teams that we're into the third quarter and nobody's been able to pull away. Both sides seem to know what to expect. Throws at a man wide open, and he missed it.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
From their own 34-yard line. Second down. Caught open field. Tackle at about the 43-yard line.
First down.
Receivers got the first down. They'll bring him down around the 20-yard line.
Morris with the tackle at the 20-yard line. First down.
From the 20-yard line. First down. What a play, and that is first and goal.
Davis makes the tackle at the 8-yard line. That makes it first and goal.
Man left, man left. Pull down, pull down. Choose the right. Here we go.
Got the corner. Runs right for a nice gain.
That brings up second and goal.
Second down, goal to go. About a yard to Pater. They're crowding the line. Touchdown. And he adds the extra point. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. And he makes it out to about the 17-yard line. Ellison's game so far, what we expected. He's a star. He's playing like one. We're in the third quarter. He's done everything we expected and then some, I think.
Yeah, I mean, he's just one of those guys that has the ability to take a game over. And, you know, we've seen it all year with him. It's not shocking to see what he's been able to do today, but it is fun to watch. I mean, he makes great decisions. He always seems to be able to be in command of this offense. And up to this point, this defense has not been able to do anything to slow him down.
They can't hang on to him. And they finally knock him out at the 44-yard line. There's a flag down, and it looks like this one's coming back.
Offense.
That one's going to put him way back.
You just can't block a player from behind like that, or it's going to cost you.
From their own 14-yard line. First down. Gains his way to the 29-yard line. He breaks a second tackle. He can't be tackled. He's at midfield. To the 20. The 10. Touchdown, Roadrunners. Here comes the kicker to try to tie this game up. And he hits the PAT. Nichols is lined up to kick this one off. He'll return it from the 4-yard line. And he's tackled at the 28-yard line. Kirk, you and I like seeing points. We're seeing points in this third quarter. This has been fun.
And I think it's going to continue, Brad. I think the adjustments that were made at halftime have allowed these quarterbacks to go out and really be able to take command of how they want to attack each defense. It's going to come down to that final drive.
Pass complete and taken down immediately.
Davis makes the tackle at the 35-yard line. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
So it's second down now, and they need about 4 yards to pick up the first. And he's tackled right around the 36-yard line.
That makes it 3rd and 3.
Pulls it in, and that's a first down. Tackle made right around midfield.
14 yards. First down.
From the 50, it's first down. Handoff to the right. He makes his way to about the 32.
Call it a gain of 18 yards. First down.
Fires to the wideout, first down.
That's good for a gain makes it first and 10.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 20. And he hits him hard at the 26.
Call a loss of 6 yards on the play. That'll make it second and 9.
Finds his receiver. Touchdown. And he tacks on the extra point. Morton has the ball all teed up, and he's ready to kick this one off. Morris from the 1. And down he goes at the 19-yard line.
It's early in this game, so the defense can still have an opportunity to make some adjustments. But if things don't turn around in a hurry, it's really going to start to affect the psyche of that defensive line.
Fires out to his wideout, and he's taken down right around the 20.
Call it a gain of 1 yard. That brings him second and 9.
From their own 20-yard line. Second down. They'll bring him down for a loss on the play.
Call it a loss of 4 yards on the play. That'll make it third and 13.
Looks like he flinched down there on the line.
False start, offense.
They'll give this one another try after the flag.
And on third down, too. That's when you don't want those kind of things to happen.
The penalty digs him a big hole with third and long. Throws it in a hurry, and he's shoved out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
That's a gain of 9 on the play. That'll bring up fourth and 9.
Hall is waiting for the snap. He's at midfield. Got the corner. He gets out to about the 42-yard line. Flag on the play. Let's see what it is.
Personal foul. Clipping. Receiving team.
That's frustrating for a coach when you preach fundamentals every week and then have someone called for clipping. That penalty really is going to set them back.
From their own 38-yard line. First down. And down he goes at about the 47-yard line. He makes his way to about the 45.
That's good for a gain of 8 yards. First down.
From the 45-yard line. First down. Quick throw to the back. It's incomplete.
That makes it second and 10.
got it out to his tight end. Brought down right around the 26-yard line.
19 yards. First down.
From the 26-yard line, it's first down. He launches one for the end zone. Missed it.
I'll tell you what, if he doesn't get his hand in there, they're looking at a sure touchdown.
Receiver right away. That makes it second and 10.
So it's second and 10. Ball on the 26. It's a ball left side. Inside the 10. Now it's first and goal as he's knocked out after a nice gain.
21 yards. That makes it first and goal.
When you feel pressure like that, the worst thing you want to do is just to throw the ball into coverage. He got away with one right there. He's very fortunate. Next time, he should just throw it away out of bounds.
They're at the 5. It's second down. He's taken down right around the 2-yard line.
That makes it third and goal.
And this is the 9th play of the current drive. He's tackled at the 1-yard line. We head to the final quarter, and we've got a great game on our hands. The Bulls with a touchdown lead. Welcome back to the action here as we resume play here in quarter number 4. And he gets the touchdown. He splits the uprights with the extra point. Morton gets set to kick this one away. He's to the 20. He makes it to the 25-yard line. And for Anderson, he's had a lot of success running the ball today.
Well, you're going to have big games like this when you show the kind of patience that this runner is showing, because you let the play develop and then you explode through the hole for those yards. And when you're an offensive coordinator and you have a back that's in this kind of zone, the most important thing for you to do, continue to give him the ball and continue to keep these drives alive, because right now he is unstoppable.
They're ready to begin another drive. And they got it.
Brad, not only did they give up a sack here, but their quarterback just got hit and hit hard. If I'm an offensive coordinator, or especially an offensive line coach, I'm getting a hold of my offensive line, making sure these guys are on the same page, and they've got to take more pride in taking care of their quarterback than that play right there.
Defense looking for another sack in this second down and long situation. He goes out of bounds around the 26-yard line. The offense going to try to open this field up, coming out in a 5-wide set, and the defense counters with their dime look. He unloads it. Got it. Complete, and he's out of bounds. This flag came from the defensive secondary. Let's see what the call is. be third down again after that penalty.
Yeah, now they have more yards to pick up for the first down.
So with the penalty, they've got third and a mile. There's a strike complete, and they make the stop at the 46.
Boy, a big play like that can really spark this team. Look at the sideline. They're fired up, and if they score here, it could put them in a position to maybe tie this game up.
Empty backfield, quarterback in the gun, 5 wide receivers. And they hit him in the backfield.
Loss of 2 yards on the play. That brings up second and 13.
From their own 44-yard line, second down. He's knocked out of bounds around the 49-yard line. Anderson picks up 5 with the carry.
Makes it third and 7.
They come out in an empty backfield. He's hit and taken down. That pass play went for nearly enough to keep moving, but they're stopped just short. Boy, that's tough.
That is always a tough pill to swallow. Having to leave the field knowing how close you came to converting on third down. You got to get those.
Looks like they've decided to go for it here. They'll drop him for a loss. And the defense comes through.
And the defense looked like they were expecting option on that play. Great job to pin him up and cause the turnover on downs.
Both teams are well aware that a score on this drive is going to create an almost insurmountable lead. This defense has really got to step it up and make a stop. He scrambled. Looking for the corner. Tackle at the 44-yard line.
Gain of 10 yards. That'll make it second and inches.
So it's second down, and they're only about a foot away from picking up the first down. He gets out to about the 42-yard line.
Gain of 2 on the play. First down.
Looks for his running back, incomplete.
This is simply just a miscommunication between a quarterback and a running back. You don't see the quarterback throwing very often to the running back, and in this case, maybe it got him out of rhythm.
From the 42-yard line, second down. Got it to his man on the screen. They'll bring him down at the 33-yard line.
Reception. Hunters on the tackle at the 33-yard line. Third down.
They got to him, and he did not get the first down. It's fourth down, and they're going to try to go for it. Just under 3 to go in regulation. He makes his way out to about the 25.
That's a gain of 8 on the play. First down.
From the 25-yard line. First down. Quick throw incomplete, wanted his receiver.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
And this is the 8th play of the drive. They go to the ground game. There's a very impressive open field tackle.
That's a gain of 12 on the play. That makes it 1st and 10.
From the 13-yard line, 1st down. The defense got some pressure and forced a bad pass.
I think they've been a little bit more aggressive here with their pass rush, and that time it paid off with an incompletion.
And this is the 10th play of the drive. Just over 2 minutes in the game. Slings it. And he's tackled at the 12-yard line. And he didn't have much of a chance on that play.
Boy, this defense has a lot of speed. They're all over him by the time he caught the ball.
And this is the 11th play of the current drive. The Roadrunners call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Great job by the defense at getting after that quarterback. And right now, I think they've got him with some happy feet. He appears to be a bit rattled.
It's 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field. They'll try for 3 points. He gets it up, and he's got it. Morton is lined up to kick this one off. Martin from the 2. He makes it out to maybe the 20-yard line. And here we go with the offense ready to get things going again. Quick pass.
Loss of 1 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 11.
And he stops the clock with a spike.
That makes it 3rd and 11.
From their own 19-yard line. 3rd down.
36.
A little over a minute in the game. Gets it. He's in space. Tackle made at the 34.
A quarterback's best friend is a receiver he can count on to catch the ball every time he drops back to pass.
He's wrapped up for the sack.
Loss of 7 yards on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 1.
The spike will stop the clock.
That'll bring up 3rd and 9.
Third down and long coming up here. Ball on the 27. And he is drilled at the 21-yard line.
This quarterback has to do a better job of avoiding the rush, because sacks can be real drive killers.
Get on the ball, get on the ball, get on the ball. Let's get to the line, get to the line.
Myers back deep to return. Calls for the fair catch. Ellison's leadership really showed up in this one.
I've always felt intangibles could be a real difference maker for a player. We've seen that today from this young man.
3 points was the result of their last drive as the offense heads out for another. Nice run, and he's brought down.
That's good for a gain of 4 yards. That makes it 2nd and 6.
Man left, man left. Four down. Choose the mic. Run it up.
And he's taken down at the 45-yard line.
That's a gain of 2 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 4.
The Bulls know that they have to enjoy this guy while they've got him, because somewhere down the line he's going to be at the next level.
Well, that'll definitely be in his future, but for now, he needs to sit back and just enjoy this performance. And really, the play caller, the quarterback, the offensive line, the receivers, the entire group as just a whole should feel good about their performance.
That does it for this edition of NCAA Football 14. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Brad Nessler saying so long.